Cinna.
We're watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, episode 7 through 9 today. Want to say thank you right off the rip to all of you guys in the comments. Y'all are the best. Short and simple, because last time I was like kind of going, someone made fun of my beard. There was one lady in particular who's like, there's all these women who are thirsting after Jaby in the comments, and that's the comment he talks about. I'm like, damn, you're right.
Putting it in perspective.
Like,
Thank you.
You got me there. Episode 7, Deaf Poet Society. Real quick, you guys, if you want to watch the whole thing with us without any cuts or interruptions, make sure to head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/cinejump, or go to cinejump.com. Both URLs will get you there. You will need your own HBO Max subscription, or however you can watch The Fresh Prince. So you can open up each episode side by side with our reaction. We give you a 3, 2, 1 countdown sync, and it's like you're watching it with 2 of your favorite pals from the internet. All right, let's jump into it. Here we go.
The dance moves. Oh my God, the shirt though.
Michael Jordan, Al Capone, Woody Woodpecker, Fred Flintstone.
What is happening?
Come on, Vogue with me, baby.
Vogue.
Oh, I thought there was like a choreography that they just knew.
And what is the precise nature of this nervous
Oh, does he get into it?
Hey, he's either gonna be totally down on it or he's gonna be totally down with it.
Yeah, come on, strike the pose. Unhand me, you ruffian.
Will, please.
Never mind.
Oh, I got excited. I thought Jeffrey was going to do it.
I thought he was gonna do it.
Don't you have anything better to do than to annoy Jeffrey?
Yeah, but Carlton ain't home yet.
Do you have any idea what he does after school?
Studies.
Window shop at Randy's Short and Small.
Will doesn't seem to think he needs any after-school activities.
If you just sit around the house all afternoon and never develop any outside interests, you'll become a very, very shallow person.
She would know.
Well, you have so many talents. Why not join an after-school club?
And Viv, I ain't really
She
down with
lies.
staying at an all-boys school after dark.
Oh, dang.
All right, then. I think you should get an after-school job.
Okay.
Ooh.
Pick something, dude, quick.
Yep. Hello, welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger.
Yo, bring on the clubs.
Hey, you know what? You could meet people that way too.
It's true. That's a good point.
Working that job. I mean, honestly, that's how I met one of my girlfriends, working at a restaurant. By the way, in the previous episode, Uncle Phil goes, sometimes parents just don't understand. Apparently that was a Will Smith song, according to the comments. Or something like that. That was a reference I just didn't get.
Oh, I love that outfit.
It's officially after school. Go find the club of your choice.
If I had the club of my choice, you'd be lying on the floor unconscious right now.
But oh, hello.
A girl?
How do I get into that club?
Where did that come from?
Where did that come from?
We share our extracurricular activities with the girls from our sister school.
Well, yo, lead me to the sisters.
I was gonna say, now he's interested in the extracurriculars.
I mean, that would get my attention.
Yeah, right.
Whoa, that's a lot of girls.
Oh my God, yeah. His face, like, wait a second. Which club is this?
He's ready.
Poetry club.
Oh, no.
Yo, Will, slap me 10.
What?
Hey, yo, what's up, Mr. Fellows?
Hey, call me Ned.
Hey, man, you need another member of this poetry club?
Hey, Will, solid.
Oh, my God. This
Please
is so
stop.
cringe.
Please
We
stop.
could really use a representative of the black male urban experience.
Oh, my God.
More specifically, the handsome black male urban experience.
Keyword there.
When the meeting's about to begin, so will you please
Goodness
take your
gracious. All right.
Snaps the pencil.
Panzerman, oh you.
Okay. Coming out strong.
Wow. My God.
The brute heart of a brute like you.
I agree.
Everybody, this is my main man, Will Smith.
Oh, my
the
gosh.
newest member of our-
Please stop talking.
Will, Christina Johnson, and we are so glad to have you. It's such a thrill to see a man from Bel-Air Academy not afraid to share our love of poetry.
I sure love something here.
Yo, on with the love sharing.
Well, you can start by reading a poem for us.
She looks familiar.
She does.
There's nothing that moves me more than hearing a poem recited in a deep, sensual, masculine voice.
Okay.
I can make something up.
Who's it by?
He's a street poet. Raphael de la Ghetto.
Nice. Nailed it. Stuck the landing.
That doesn't sound made up at all.
I don't think I've ever heard of him.
I have.
Oh, yeah, sure you have.
You have?
I stay pretty current, bro.
I hate this guy so much.
Does it feel too familiar?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ladies, my poem is called, Tick Top Clock by Raphael De La Ghetto.
Oh no. I like the little accent he put on ghetto.
Is the inspiration for actual poetry that much different?
Honestly though.
So dance to the clock rock. Stay on the floor. Because when it ticks, turn the talks. I'll be
All of
knocking
them are
at your
eating
door.
this up. All of them are eating this up. Incredible.
That was incredible.
And very typical of De La Ghetto's work.
Oh my God.
Shut up.
De La Ghetto uses a lot of metaphor.
Oh, no, baby, he used to. He went to the clinic. He's straight now.
Oh my
Whoa,
God.
what did he think she said?
I'm not entirely certain.
When I hear those words, my body just quivers, crying out for more.
Oh, is that all it takes? Is he writing more?
He's on it.
Love by Raphael De La Ghetto.
That's what I'm saying. The accent on the end makes it.
My love for you is like a river, like a summer breeze that makes my soul shiver.
Okay.
A look from
All
you
right.
is more precious than gold.
Let's go get some barbecue and get busy.
That doesn't work at all.
Nailed
What kind of
it.
line is that?
It always works for me.
Let's go be
And that's
bold.
why you're single, Jazz.
Exactly.
Poetry. Try this one on for size. Roses are red, violets are blue. Pansies are poets' will. Tell me it isn't true.
My God.
Roses are red.
Roasted.
Violets are blue. Jazz and I are black. But Carlton, what are you?
Oh my God.
Come on. Go back and forth a little bit more. Damn it.
Poetry is one of my great loves.
Oh.
The crowd rose to its feet, shouting, "Encore! Encore!" That's very interesting. Cannon to the right of them! Cannon to the left of them! Cannon in front of them!
He just goes into a spontaneous recite.
You need a last line for that?
Good evening.
I'd love to hear what Jazz has to finish that.
I joined the poetry club.
Excellent. I remember when I first got interested in poetry. So who's the girl?
Ah! Oh,
He
wow.
knows. He
Man, I'm
knows.
starving. When do we eat here?
We eat here later. You eat here never.
Goodbye.
Looks like you eat here often.
I was waiting for him to throw him out.
Just frog marching him out. Nice.
Looks like you eat here often.
Jazz doesn't get to stay long.
Miss Christina Johnson.
Oh my God.
Goodness gracious.
This is my Aunt Viv, and this is my cousin Ashley.
Nice to meet you, Christina. You'll have to excuse us.
Aunt Viv's like, I'm out.
I've got a poem. Will and Christina sitting in a
Oh,
tree.
dang it.
Hey, beat it.
Get out of here.
They seem really nice.
They mean well, but the only people I'm really comfortable with are my friends. The dead poets.
This dude.
My God. Putting out all the stops.
I can't get De La Ghetto's poem off my mind. Do you really know him?
He's got his hand on his leg.
Yep.
What's he like?
He's a kind of a strange guy.
Sensitive.
His girl left him back in the 60s. And he
Handsome.
never changed his clothes. Wears the same old dashiki and monster afro.
He's doing a great job of making this up
He
on the
is.
fly.
This is like a character off the street in Philadelphia that like lived on his corner or something.
It
Yeah.
makes me wonder if a woman could ever really care about a man.
Oh. Well,
Switches.
Snap to attention.
could you bring Raphael to poetry night?
Excuse me?
What?
It would mean so much to me.
Oh.
God dang.
Okay.
Like, means that much.
Yeah, wow. She really just like fully went in there. Where'd she go?
Yo, he'll be there.
Men are so simple. We are simple creatures.
I mean, honestly.
Man, I'm in big trouble. I promised Christina I'd have a famous poet at school tonight.
I'm connected. I don't know any famous poets.
I need somebody to pretend to be a famous poet.
I'll be home about 6, Jeffrey.
Is that your uncle? Man, I'm tired of those grass burns.
I'm gonna hide.
I am
I'll
out.
throw myself out.
We are really looking forward to poetry night tonight.
Oh, no, Aunt Viv. You guys can't go.
Because they've got a famous poet coming.
Wait a minute now, Vivian. Let's be a little sensitive here.
Oh, no.
Will only joined the poetry club because he had a crush on Christina. If we show up, we'll cramp his style.
True.
Okay, you're right.
Wow. Uncle Phil coming in clutch.
Yeah, right? Thanks, Uncle Phil.
Thanks for understanding, Uncle Phil.
Are you kidding? I just didn't want to get stuck at some boring poetry night.
I feel that.
Man, this thing is getting out of control. Look, I need a phony poet tonight.
Is Raphael here yet?
No, he'll probably be a little late.
Oh, it's okay if he's running a little late. I just wrote a new poem and I'm anxious to share it.
Oh, no. Oh, my God, her face says it all.
Eye roll.
Bringing Raphael de la Ghetto here tonight is the most exciting thing that's ever happened to me. I'm feeling really close to you right now.
Oh.
I don't know how to thank you.
I can think of some ways.
You don't have to thank me, Christina.
Oh, but Will, I want to. After the reading.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh.
That's a promise.
Wow.
Will's going to get thanked. What are you guys doing here?
It's after dark, Master William.
I'm off the clock.
It's to drive the young ladies to ensure that they arrived safely. Are there any women my age here?
Everybody knows what the poetry reading's for.
Where is the poet? Locked up in the Steel Hotel. Cops caught him with a fistful of toy Rolexes. Yo, let's get out of here. Jazz!
I can't leave.
Where is this de la Ghetto fellow?
I lied.
I made him up. I just wanted to impress Christina. Jazz hired a phony poet to come tonight, but dude didn't show up. There was extenuating circumstances.
Way to cover, Jazz.
Everyone, I'm sorry for the delay, but the big moment has finally come.
Wow, he really
I'd like
stepped
to
up.
present the man responsible for this evening's event, Mr. Will Smith.
Oh, boy.
This doesn't look...
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Raphael de la
Oh,
Ghetto.
okay.
Yeah, no speech, no preamble, just...
Where'd he get that? Is that Jazz's glasses?
It looks like Jazz's glasses.
Hear the sound pound. Plug your ears. Mask your fears. Something weird's going down.
Incredible reading.
That was heavy, man. Let's have another one. Encore!
I only prepared the one.
Yeah, I only had the one.
Cannon to the right of them. Cannon to the left of them.
Man, this one feels very different.
That was your butler.
Hey, look, baby, let me explain.
How did you know?
You don't even know De La Ghetto.
Did you meet him?
Can't believe anything you said to me.
My man Will ain't no liar.
Who are you?
I am Raphael de la Ghetto.
Oh my God.
Honestly though.
Yeah, you know what? Good backup.
It's believable.
How do I know you're the real Raphael De La Ghetto?
So you have to bust out some poetry.
My love for you is like a river, like a summer breeze that makes my soul shiver.
Will Smith's just doing Will Smith right now.
Yes, he is. The director saw him doing it and was like, let's make this a bit.
Yeah.
Let's go get some barbecue and get busy.
She's gonna eat it up.
Oh, Raphael. Tell me more.
Dang,
Works
snatched
every
her
time.
Works every time.
right from under his nose.
Cannon to the left of them. Cannon to the...
That's actually a pretty good imitation.
Mommy, I'd like to hear a poem. Could you read us one?
This is a poem that your father and I especially love. It's by Amiri Baraka. It's called 3 Modes of History and Culture.
Okay.
Think about a time when I will be relaxed, when flames and non-specific passion wear themselves away. My eyes and hands and mind can turn and soften. And the songs will be softer.
I wasn't expecting this.
I was waiting for the emotional moment of the episode,
If you'd
but
like to learn more about poetry, you can reach us at... Psych, we just kidding. Good night, y'all.
I was really like, wow, that was a hard pivot
Yeah. The things that we will do
for a woman.
for just the opportunity to be kissed once more.
She worked him. Oh my God. The way she was like, it'd be really special
Yeah.
for me. And then immediately just started kissing him. It's like, okay, of course he's going to say yes.
Yeah.
Like, you're not thinking at that point.
No.
All the blood rushes to a different part of the body.
Exactly. You're gone.
Yep.
It's taken
Yep.
over.
Dusted.
Now this is survival. This is it. This is everything.
It's one of those moments where you like you send her on her way, you close the door, you turn around and you go, okay, what did I say in the last half hour? What did I agree to?
The whole thing with the teacher, by the way, is something I've witnessed in real life, and it's so awkward to see. And I don't understand it. I like the only thing I can I can try to chuck it up to is trying to relate and, it's like, that's the most optimistic way I can try to see it, but it doesn't stop it from feeling cringy,
It's so cringe because it's so out of place. You can tell that you're trying too hard.
So my old boss, a black guy would come in and he'd go, "What's up, dog?" And I'm like, "What did you just say? Like, that doesn't sound like you. You're just, what are you doing?" Yeah, what are you doing? Another friend of mine in college, she told me that she's a light-skinned black girl. She told me she was walking through the walkway at the school. And this guy was, this is back when you used CDs. This guy was listening to a CD on his Walkman, right? And he saw her. He didn't know her. She didn't know him. But because she was black, he's like, oh. And he showed her the CD that he was listening to.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, did that really happen? It sounded so preposterous to me. I'm like, that sounds made up. Like, that sounds so ridiculous.
Some people just want so badly to be known as, like, hip or kind of in the know that they just really out themselves as not being.
Right.
Like, at no point am I going to be able to, like, fundamentally relate or ingratiate myself to black culture. That I fully know that. Doesn't matter how much I enjoy hip-hop and rap music. It doesn't matter how many of these movies I watch. I'm not going to go out like this guy and be like, man, the South, got to do something about it. Right? Like, I know myself enough to know that, like, I'm not going to change who I am.
Sure.
That is not who I am. That is not me. I can appreciate it, but I'm not going to, like, try and virtue signal that I'm, I don't know, an ally or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to continue doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because at no point am I going to be able to cross that threshold.
Right. I've been guilty of it insofar as, like, I've been around black people most of my life. And so there's, like, I sound white. But then, like, what is described now as AAVE will come out of my mouth.
Right.
But just part of my vocabulary. Like, I'm not even processing it as anything. It's just part of, like, I remember I was talking to a girlfriend years ago, and I said something about, like, in your grill. She's like, what? I go, in your grill? And, like, I was pointing at the teeth, and she goes, what are you? And I just realized, like, I just hear it so much. It's just there. It's just in my mouth now. And it's like, I'm not even thinking about it. I'm not processing that, right?
What's so funny is, like, I have used that phrase.
Yeah.
But I always think of it as the grill of a car. I've always considered it as, like, it's stuck in your grill. It's stuck in the grill of your car, the front of your car. I never even considered that it'd be part of AAVE.
Yeah.
That's wild.
well, some words have just kind of transcended into just being part of the lexicon of America. But the thing is, when I see a guy like that, I'm like, you look like you have just been around white people and you're trying to co-opt stuff.
Exactly.
Now.
What makes it so cringe, I think, is they have no understanding of what it actually means.
Yeah.
Right? Like they have it's the difference between intelligence versus wisdom, right? Like intelligence is you've read the books, you know everything the book says, but wisdom is the ability to take that and translate it into real world existence, right? So like he is aware of the culture and the vernacular and things like that, but he has no idea how it's actually used.
Yeah.
He just has this cerebral idea of what it's like. And so it feels so wrong and so stilted because he doesn't have any comfortability with it because he hasn't lived it.
Right.
And it's just it really shows. You want to show that you have no idea what you're doing? Do that rather than just sitting there shutting up, mouth closed, ears open.
Right.
That's the best way to like learn anything about any culture.
Right.
Is just watch.
Yeah. For sure.
Don't try and act like you're already part of it. Just be there and you'll pick up things.
Yeah. The way they were making fun of him was like, I'm like, dang.
My God, yeah.
That's...
Kudos to that actor for just diving headfirst into that.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest.
It felt so cringy because it felt authentic. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we've all seen that guy in real life, and
For
it's like,
sure.
oh gosh, no, don't do that.
Yep.
Don't be that guy.
Fully a guy we know.
So, but back to Will and his endeavors. Yeah. Y'all get us with some cheap tricks sometimes. It's just going to go to the ends of the earth for her almost immediately. Barely even knows her.
Yep.
But he was going to move mountains
Yep.
just for that opportunity to kiss her again.
But hey, he discovered an ability for poetry. Maybe that keeps up. I don't know. Maybe we come back to that. Maybe he stays in the poetry club just because. Because, like, I mean, how many times have just people in general done something for one reason, like chasing a girl, and then you suddenly realize, hey, this is something I kind of love.
That's true. I mean, there's a podcast I used to listen to all the time that said the only reason why men build rockets is to meet women. That's it. Like, it's the only reason why we try to go to space. It's to impress the women here on Earth. Like, the only reason we try to conquer anything is to impress the women. That's the only reason.
Yep.
And so I hear you. That definitely makes sense. And then we get satellites and see it all works out.
There you go.
So
satellites, so we can video call women from across the world.
Yeah, that's true. Moving on to the next episode.
Here we go.
Mercy.
I'm appreciating.
You can pick me up at 8, baby.
Look what we used to have to do.
Yeah, right?
Before Instagram.
Asking out magazines will. I don't know, even paper products have some standards.
What's that, Jody? Oh, no, that's as tall as he'll ever be.
Dang.
Hillary, you know I don't like wearing costumes.
But, Dad, I'm coming to Hillary's party as a ballerina.
Are we going out for Halloween?
And it's taken? So
Darn.
sorry.
Guess I can't make it.
I would love to see Uncle Phil in
Yeah,
that.
right?
Come on, Uncle Phil, man. You can just throw a hairpiece on and come as Mr. T.
Yeah, Dad, we're all wearing costumes.
I have some bad news for both of you.
You're not coming?
Yeah.
Every time I have a party, you spend all night trying to hit on my girlfriends.
Wait a minute, Hillary. Everyone in the family is invited. Besides, I'm sure Carlton will have dates.
Carlton will have dates. Oh, Carlton and will have dates.
Well, I guess all things are possible.
So what's that, Carlton? You do not have a date for tonight.
Neither do you.
Who are you taking? Page 42?
Carlton, all I have to do is walk in the mall and I get any girl I want. It's the law of nature. It's called the survival of the handsomest.
Yeah, and what happened last episode?
Girls surround me in the parking lot and rip the doors off my car.
What's his comeback?
Would you like to put your money where your mouth is?
Oh, I thought he was going to have a comeback for him.
We're making a bet.
I bet you that I get a date and you don't.
This is a sucker bet, Will. Within an hour, I'll have a gorgeous date and a great Halloween costume.
Yeah, right.
I love Carlton's confidence.
Yeah, he's so confident.
I love his confidence.
This man has exactly 0 game because we've seen him try and use it before.
I just realized we haven't seen the Carlton dance yet, have we?
No, we haven't. I don't know how long it takes to get to the Carlton dance.
I'm excited for it.
Me too.
It's the
iconic.
Yeah.
If there's one thing I remember from this show, it's Carlton's dance.
Yeah. I've tried to do it once, and it's actually harder than it looks. The way you have to throw your body, because it's like, it's not just the chest and the hands, it's also the way he moves his feet.
Right,
It's like he's kicking his feet out in a particular way as he's shimmying. I'm like, it's very special.
See, with most dance moves, I can either get the upper half or the lower half,
Right.
but I can't do both at the same time.
All of it was tough. Oh man!
Oh, this is the long version.
Yeah, we're getting the long opening.
This is the long version of the opening.
Yeah, they wanted to stretch this out into 2 episodes. So
They gotta play for time.
yeah. We're at the mall.
Oh,
hello.
hey.
Wow.
Oh my God, that coat.
Yo.
The coat?
Well, some fries to go with that shake.
Sorry, I'm on a no fathead diet.
A no fathead diet.
Who's Miguel? Or would you like to do the limbo under a coconut tree?
Will, mind reeling in your tongue for one moment?
His uncle's about to drag him away by the ear.
Now, I think 5 o'clock should be ample time for all of us to shop for costumes.
We'll meet back in the car at 5 o'clock sharp.
Got it.
All right, Philip, I'll see you at the car at 5 o'clock with a costume.
Oh, geez, Vivian, can't I wear a black robe and go as Thurgood Marshall?
There you go.
Malls used to be so plain.
Yeah, right?
All right, Will, let the great pickup contest begin.
This is gonna be about as much of a contest as Mike Tyson versus Fred Savage.
Oh, hello.
I'm Cindy, your waitress.
Oh, what's up, Cindy? I'm Will, and this is Carlton, my geek.
Need a woman's point of view. Which one of us do you find more attractive?
Oh yeah, that's always a good question.
May I take your order?
She's like,
I get this every day.
Yeah.
Knock it off.
Date is defined as a female who arrives at the party by midnight tonight.
Okay, that works.
And let me clarify something for you, Carlton. She has to be a human being. I saw you looking in the pet store.
Damn.
Brings a hamster.
Some of those lines would make me crack.
I really don't think this store's gonna have my ballerina costume.
Ashley, sweetie, you don't want to come to my Halloween party as a boring ballerina.
Okay, what are you coming as?
But Hillary, I want to come as something pretty.
There.
What?
You're Charlie Chaplin.
Who's Charlie Chaplin?
He was a silent movie star. So take a hint.
Oh my God.
Anything I can help you with today, sir?
No, I'm just browsing. Oh, actually, I'm supposed to be shopping for a Halloween costume.
You're looking for a phone?
Oh, it's one of those things for finding your lost keys, huh?
Yes, but this one is totally new. Just touch the button on the handsome locator unit.
Oh my gosh. A time before Apple AirTags.
Apple AirTags are tiles.
Yeah.
Suppose you misplace your primary locator unit. Just use the equally handsome secondary unit. And listen to
Oh my God.
distinctive warbling.
That's a great idea.
What happens if I misplace the second locator?
Oh, what's this?
It's a Dynatronics audio habitat enhancer.
A what?
What's it do?
Produces a pleasant and relaxing ocean sound, drowning out any unpleasant noise pollution.
It's a white noise machine.
Oh, boy, do I. My wife's nephew.
Therapists use that.
Yeah.
The first week he moved in with us, there was nonstop drumming in the house.
Oh, we're having a flashback.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are we
episode?
just flashing back to the first episode?
It's interesting that in the first season we're already getting a flashback.
Yeah, right? Or it was like the second episode. Whichever one she was like, I don't want to be a ballerina anymore. Or violinist.
No, it was both.
Yeah.
Violinist and ballet.
And then she was like, I didn't want to do ballet. And her mom was like,
Really great story. You don't need any money. You just go in and give him something you don't even want anymore, and he gives you this ticket, and then...
A pawn shop?
wow, we're really doing like a long flashback.
But it illustrates all the reasons why you need that white noise machine.
Yeah, that's true.
And the key finder. Both are relevant.
Right.
A few minutes later.
I can laugh at new jokes now.
Let's not count our chickens yet.
We'll see if we get another flashback.
I'm looking for that store with the safari clothes. I can't remember the name, but I think there's some type of produce in it.
Banana Republic.
Banana Republic.
You have a beautiful speaking voice. You're probably a dynamite singer.
Oh.
Okay.
You want to record your own song?
Was this really a thing at malls? I mean, I know, I'm not asking you, I'm asking the audience. Like, this seems
Because you're the first person I've met
crazy.
who make a professional, quality recording.
Yeah, right. In a mall for $8.99.
Do you get when you fall in love? You only get a lot.
He looks so bored in the background.
Oh yeah, you're doing awesome.
Yeah, keep it up, keep it up.
Never fall in love again.
She actually sounds nice though.
Her voice is great.
Hi, may I help you?
I think so.
Oh.
You look like a woman with good taste. Tonight is my sister's Halloween party, and I was wondering if you can honor me by showing me that pen.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
That's too relatable.
If you'd asked, you might have gotten a...
It has a 14-karat gold nib, and
Oh.
it's hand lacquered. The price is...
Do I look like the kind of man who would quibble about a few dollars?
It's not a few dollars.
Because most of my customers would be shocked at a pen that costs $300.
God!
Oh my god. Biffed it immediately.
You know what though? I don't know, like, you see someone messing around with an item like that, like,
Yeah,
don't you say something?
It's kind of like a firearm. Just,
Yeah.
like, don't be in front of the pointy end.
Oh, you like dances?
I think dancers are the sexiest guys in the whole world.
Word? Hey, yo, baby, peep this.
Yeah, let me show you some moves.
You don't need to do all that. You could have just danced next to her.
Yeah, right? Like, bust out your own moves. He's gonna get pushed off the stage. I'm surprised they're letting him be on there for that long.
And when the number reaches your preset resupply level, the pencil monitor alerts you to the shortage and reminds you to take action.
Only 3 pencils remain.
Oh my gosh.
Stationery store immediately.
I'll take it.
Why would
Yeah,
you
I'll
want
get right
that?
on that at the end of work, except I'm gonna forget.
Maybe his costume is being a sucker. Buying
Yeah,
tech he
right?
doesn't need.
You're a liar and you're a cheat. I don't know why.
How many songs has she recorded?
I would not want it. Well, she can afford it, but I wouldn't want to do this where everybody can hear me at the mall.
Right? And you can all see me.
But oh, they don't know
She's bringing it though.
that I'd leave you if I could.
This guy's approving. What an extra. Nothing.
I gotta make myself known on screen.
Yeah, nothing.
If I nod up and down.
Exactly. Nothing's better than an extra being so extra.
Oh my god.
I'd like to try these on.
Hillary, hi. I didn't even see you come in.
I was just getting my overview of your new stock. It is all wonderful.
Oh, wait till you see what I've held for you.
Oh my God. Okay. The whole rack?
The entire store.
Yeah, she just gestured vaguely.
Exactly. She might as well have gone to the front door and be like, I held all this for you.
Yeah, right. Attention, shoppers. Your money is no longer good here. Get out.
I need some outfits for my Halloween party tonight.
Oh, that should be fun.
As long as my cousin Will doesn't ruin it.
Will's the problem?
Our last party.
Here we go. There we go.
All right.
Segueing.
Bring it back.
You know what? Screw it. I'm going to use this opportunity to go pee. So I'll be right back.
Bye, Jaby. I'll be here on my own.
A few minutes later.
Welcome back.
Just in time.
Right. Shorter flashback.
Excuse me?
Oh, no. She didn't take off the hat. The hat. They didn't pay for the hat. Oh, no.
Did you pay for this?
I guess I forgot to.
But you just had to have it.
He sees all the bags, doesn't he?
Yeah, right.
Derby's went out 6 months ago.
Let's take a little walk to the security office. You can give me your fashion do's and don'ts there.
Oh, God.
He played a Vulcan on Deep Space Nine.
Ah.
Or one of the Star Trek movie shows. Maybe it was Voyager. I forget. But he played a Vulcan.
Oh, my God. She's stepping out of the booth. Oh, my God. She's having a whole moment. Nothing to see here. Move on, move on.
Oh. Damn.
Ouch.
What happened to you and being smooth with the little thing?
Fresh smells bad.
What up?
Walk away.
What do you
Walk
need?
away.
Guys who get jealous like that are so lame.
Yeah,
like,
right?
Come on, dude. Like, don't you think your girl's attractive?
Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, you get to be the one that takes her home.
Exactly.
Busted his wrist so he couldn't film anything else. Oh my God, Carlton. The little, like, prance.
His tongue.
I love Carlton so much. That's the end?
They got some beautiful women in this episode, just like to be...
They do. They do have some stunning starlets.
Well,
all right then.
Do we talk about the flashbacks? Or
that episode went so fast because of the flashbacks. I was curious if anybody knew, like, maybe some trivia behind, like, why they did so many flashbacks in this episode, or if this is one of those, like, you know, Pirates of the Caribbean 2, where they were, like, really desperately needed this episode to get to the next episode, and they just needed, like, time to establish the mall thing. But it feels like such a massive padding. I'd understand if more shows from this era did something similar, and maybe I'm not super familiar with sitcoms of this era, but I feel like that's not something that commonly happens.
Why was Fresh Prince of Bel-Air episode 8 a flashback episode? I was like, I kept trying to say the question in my head, and I kept getting distracted by what you were saying, and I'm like, I can't do the sentence. The 8th episode was a flashback episode because it aired as a clip show, which is common TV practice to recap previous events. The episode was originally a 2-part special. Will and Carlton. It doesn't really give me any.
No, that doesn't.
No, but okay. So flashback episodes. You had mentioned that you didn't think it was common practice. It actually is.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a thing that they would do on comedy shows. It's like they'd reach a certain point. Friends, I think, did the same thing, and I assume at some point I'll run into that with Living Single that I'm watching with Achara.
Right.
And yeah, that's actually common to do that. And
I just feel like episode 8 is so early to do it.
It is episode. Yeah, it is early.
You know?
It is early. The thing I was going to remark about this during the show, and I had forgotten about it until just now. We complain about having 10 episodes for a season on Netflix or Amazon.
Right.
And it's like, well, you don't have that anymore, the flashback episodes anymore, because it's a shorter run. So there's no need to have that. You're not trying to fill in 24 weeks of a runtime of a season anymore. And so seasons can be shorter. Kind of like in England, you know, it's like in the UK, you can have...
That's true. They've been doing like multiple seasons.
Episodes.
Yeah, 3-episode seasons or like multiple seasons in one, what we call a season.
Yeah. So I have not much to say about this one. It's just like a departure. But I did enjoy Aunt Vivian doing her thing.
Killed it in the sound booth. So, you know, that's fun.
Seeing her just like progressively start timid and then get more into it. And like the guy, he seemed like he was bullshitting. Like he's, oh yeah, you're good.
Yeah,
good.
You're great.
Making money over here.
Yep.
And then she was just getting the whole mall riled up.
Oh my God, killing it.
Yeah.
And it even seemed like he was kind of getting into it by the end.
Gotcha.
Just a little bit. Like you only caught glances of him, but he was there vibing a little bit more. So maybe he was like, all right, I'm impressed.
I can't remember if I've talked about this, so I'm going to say it here anyway. I apologize in advance if you've heard it before.
Is this a flashback episode?
Maybe. I used to do background work on That's So Raven, and it was my pathway to getting my SAG card at the time because I knew the director of the show, or at least of several episodes of the show, and he got me on there. And so I was doing background work, in a scene that takes place in a cafeteria, and I'm opposite of this girl who was just cool, and so we would actually just converse when you're supposed to be like mouthing along,
puppet mouth,
right? And so, but I was just talking really quietly so that you weren't disturbing sound, right? And this dude who's supposed to be the server comes along, and he's supposed to ask like, "What do you want?" He's like, it's like it's so big. And it's so extra. I'm like, goddamn.
Calm down.
Like, just tone it down a notch. Like, this is too much, dude. And ever since that experience, I've looked out for extras being extra.
That are extra.
Yeah. And so the guy came up on Viv's booth, and he's like,
oh my God, the nodding.
So big. Like, oh my goodness me.
Oh my God.
All right, bro.
To an alternate side, I was an extra on the set of, I can't remember. It was a Netflix movie.
Field of Dreams.
No.
Next to Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
Imagine? Netflix holiday movie, kind of like Freaky Friday. I can't remember what the name of it is. But anyway, there was a big concert scene that was actually Weezer playing.
Okay.
And so the director wanted all of us to freak out. Like, he wanted us to be extra. He wanted us to be crazy. He started throwing $100 bills out like candy. He'd come on and be like, all right, I want to see everybody go crazy. And the craziest person, the person who goes the wildest, gets $100. And people went nuts.
That's dangerous.
Like, at one point, like, a guy threw just picked up a girl on his shoulders. They didn't know each other. He just picked her up, and the director was like, you get $100. You get $100.
Wow.
That was crazy.
That's really dangerous.
Yeah, right?
I would not recommend doing that ever again.
But, like, you just I guess they wanted all those extras. They just needed to call out for, like, have you ever been on set and overacted as a background actor? We want you.
Yeah. I had another That's So Raven story in my head, but I don't think anyone actually cares about it. So I'm going to just put that in the pocket.
Moving on.
That'll come back another day after a bunch of comments were like, wait, what was the story,
Give it to us, please.
So anyway, moving on to the next flashback episode.
Yeehaw. Okay, all right. They both slid into the same girl.
I'd love to go to the Halloween party.
That sounds so wrong.
Well, I can only go with one of you.
Okay. Tough luck, Carl.
Goodbye.
Scram, sayonara, peace out, and so long, Screwy.
She wants to go with Carlton.
So fast. I don't
Oh my God.
even know you.
Is she doing another competition?
I'm nice to all people, young and old. Like a couple of weeks ago, Carlton's grandmother visited, and who kept her company? Not Carlton.
That's not untrue.
That's a good point.
More flashbacks.
All right, more flashbacks. Never mind. I held out hope, but here we are.
Get breakfast started. I don't know what y'all got there.
She was great. I mean, I loved this episode.
It feels so early.
I know.
It's like, remember
really
when we did
does.
this in the previous scene? That's what it feels like.
I beat you again.
Nailed it.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Fast back.
Oh, that was awfully sweet of you to play cards with her.
It's actually true.
Yeah.
Some would say that, but it was just me being my thoughtful self.
I'm just nice to older ladies.
This guy is far from thoughtful. He is the most selfish, irresponsible person I have ever met.
Do tell.
Yeah, go on.
Car trip, and this guy caused all kinds of trouble.
Okay, yeah, we just watched this episode.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I got a gas!
I'll watch a flashback of Carlton singing.
Yeah, honestly, amazing.
3, ask Mr. Firth about a summer internship.
4, get the stick out of your butt!
Crashes the car.
That steering wheel barely moves.
Yep.
Hid in the back seat.
It got worse.
Because he wanted to keep you company.
He's only telling one side of the story, Melinda. When we were in jail, this boy cracked. I had to do everything in my power to try to hold them together.
Cut to... oh my God. This one's even more heavy-handed with it.
I'll be kicked out of the Glee Club. I won't get into Princeton.
That guy in the back should be the one running the mall recording session one.
Yeah, you're right.
When Israel was in Egypt.
I helped him out. I was his moral compass. That's why you must go to the party with me.
Come on, man, let it go. You'll feel better.
Let
my people go.
Oh, press so hard
Come
they
on.
could not.
We know what's coming. There he is.
Let my people go.
You know, Will Smith wasn't lip syncing to that one.
No, he was not. I'm so keyed into Will's lips now. anytime he's on screen with anybody else.
Well, Melinda, I've been charitable so far, but now's the time to take off the gloves. You don't know what a date with Will is like.
This poor girl, she's like shrunk into a ball, like, please God, somebody get me away from these guys.
Oh, here we go. This is new.
I told you, babe, a date with me be a night to remember. What'd you think of dinner?
Dinner? It was just a Slurpee.
Carlton's just coloring outside the lines.
Getting awfully late, Will. Shouldn't we take a cab?
Well, that's awfully expensive, baby. Let's just walk down this dark alley.
So stupid.
I love the way Carlton depicts Will.
Your money or your girlfriend?
Oh, brother, you making this too easy.
Unhand her.
My God, Carlton.
I was just thinking, this feels like the beginning of the Thriller music video.
Yep, he's got the moves and everything.
Oh, this is where we're seeing him dance for the first time.
Yeah, look at him go.
It's so stupid.
That was great.
Just gloms onto him.
Come here. Let's have a talk about what you just said.
Do you think it's fun or annoying to be the girl in the middle of that?
What the hell?
It's gotta be annoying. I mean, maybe it's a little flattering that they're both competing for her attention, but like, it's gotta be annoying. Like, I came to the mall not to get sandwiched between two guys.
Here we go. Will's gonna counter.
Oh, well, I was just
She's
asking
engaged.
Carlton how long he's been a pathological liar, and he said ever since he was the emperor of China.
The story wasn't true.
Of course not.
I'm sorry, which part gave it away?
Night with me is like.
Writing poetry?
Studying.
Hey, Mr. Jackson. Oh, come on, G. I don't have time for these interruptions. But look, I got homework forever. Look, tell Michael I'll have to work on his dance steps later.
Turning away Michael Jackson.
That's Bo Jackson.
Oh.
Do you know what, though? They live in Bel-Air.
Yeah, that's
it's like,
true.
What is not possible?
I'm throwing this formal dinner party, and Bo don't know what to serve.
No problem. Let me hook you up with my resident fun expert. Hey, yo, Have. You ready?
Oh my God. He's just bringing in all sorts of celebrities.
Bo Jackson, Heavy D.
Yo.
Yo, Bo.
This is where the money in the episodes went.
Yeah, for sure.
Follow me, your running backness. Well, thanks so much, man, for letting me be your close and personal friend.
That's exactly what he said.
Yep, for sure. Verbatim. Now who's on the phone?
Hello.
Hey, Will, what's up, man?
Oh my God, Theo.
Listen, I'm going out on this date tonight, and I really want to impress this girl, and I was wondering if maybe I could tell her I know you.
Tell her I know you.
So he's from the Cosby Show.
Oh, gotcha.
Try to impress a girl with who you know. I mean, it's much
Impress her with
better
who
if she
you
like
are.
You just for yourself.
He says, actively name dropping.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks a lot, Will. Man, I don't know what I would do without you as a close personal friend.
Oh my God.
Master William, you have another visitor.
And of course, Jeffrey's very nice.
Please, I gotta get my homework done.
Terribly sorry, sir, but he's otherwise engaged.
But I happen to be his close.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh my God.
I'm supposed to go in the studio and finish up this record. I can't find a lead singer. This is real important to me. I need you.
Ask Aunt Viv. Find Aunt Viv.
As always, look, you need a singer. I'll get you a singer, man.
Yeah, just call up Aunt Viv.
Who was that?
Oh, just a close personal friend.
Mr. Albie Shaw.
It just
Oh
doesn't
my
stop.
God, no, it doesn't. You're right. This is absolutely where all the budget for the last 2 episodes have gone.
8:30. I got to see a different world. I'm sorry. Yeah, man, I love that show.
Hey, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, everybody.
Why don't you meet a couple close personal friends of mine? Quincy Jones, I'll be sure.
They're just ready like a genie.
Yeah.
This dude knows everybody.
Baby, that was a kind of slow night for me.
A slow night.
So stupid.
To the party with me.
Guys, listen.
I'm going to go to the party
You have both
with
made
neither
such
of
good
you.
cases for yourself. It makes it even harder to choose.
That was a slow night for me.
I'm gonna have to go with
Neither of you.
basic, raw, physical attraction.
Oh. Carlton.
What time should I be there, Carlton?
Damn, I hope you didn't bet a lot of money on that.
Croissants aplenty.
I didn't know what kind of croissant is that?
It's peanut butter, and it's on the house.
Looks
Aw,
like it's
thanks.
been on the floor.
Look a little down.
Oh, she's into him, though.
Oh, yeah, who'd have guessed it? I mean, especially in a place this well lit.
Oh, look, don't feel too bad. There's bound to be at least one other guy there without a date.
Thanks. Shot to the heart.
There were 3 phone messages for you from a Miss Karyn, a Miss Judy, and a Miss Trisha.
Yo, word, what'd they say?
No.
How desperate do you think I am? What's on your life?
Nice.
And ha 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 ha.
Ha. Thank you, sir.
Why did the security guard stop you, Hillary?
It seems I fit the description of a shoplifter they've been trying to catch.
What was the description?
I don't know exactly, but I think it's fair to guess that stunning was part of it.
My God, Hillary.
Who is Eugene?
The security guard. Hillary invited him to the party.
Why did you do that?
To get him off my back.
You went to that silly gadget store.
But I didn't buy a silly gadget. I bought a stapler.
Only 3 pencils remain. Proceed to stationery store immediately.
Oh my God.
Outed him.
Yeah, thanks, robot. Okay, well.
He's pimpin'.
Nice. What a great outfit.
The skeleton over there is Elizabeth McGovern, and the unicorn standing next to her is Kevin Bacon, and they both wish you would stop hitting on them.
Kevin Bacon?
Why'd you come as Elton John?
Elton John.
Superfly, Hillary.
Well, your super fly is open.
The way his body moves sometimes is... Oh, you're the doorman? They're so cute.
I took a look inside those bags, please.
Dang, all right.
What is that for a Halloween party?
I'm going as comfortable man.
Oh, I thought he was going... I thought he was going as a dad.
I'm gonna steal that.
Oh, no.
She's singing.
Oh,
she did go. Nice.
You know who I'm supposed to be?
Nice.
I don't care. You look
Nice.
fantastic.
Oh my God, damn, the rumble in his voice.
So, what happened to your date, Carlton? Did she hit her head and her eyesight come back?
I can understand your bitterness, Will. The party's almost over and you lost the bet.
Wow.
What's happening?
Cinderella.
Almost made it to midnight. Wow.
And you are...
She's the one that works at the restaurant?
Oh, she is.
Is my prince here? Hello, Will.
Do I know you?
Give a guy your last peanut butter croissant, he forgets you in a minute.
Uh-huh, she's the one at the restaurant. Dang.
She's adorable.
Well, can I be your date tonight?
I thought she still looked cute.
I thought she looked cute, too.
When the 2 of you showed up at the restaurant, I thought you were just a couple of macho clods. But when you came back, you were so sweet. I guess I'm just a sucker for a sad puppy.
I was gonna say, I'll bark like a dog.
I still found a date first.
It's true.
Let go!
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Gene, what are you
He said she has to be there at midnight. She has to be there past midnight.
Arrest anybody.
That was a part of the stipulation of the date.
Oh, yeah, okay, gotcha.
This girl's a kleptomaniac.
Oh.
You don't have to break the law to have a happy Halloween.
I love this guy. Well, all right, that worked out.
May I have this dance?
Yo, baby, your prince is in a fad.
Poor Carlton.
Poor Carlton.
But he was gloating a lot, so he kind of deserved it.
Oh no! I didn't know it was so late. I've got to go.
Yo, Cindy, wait!
Cindy.
Is he having like a dream?
Oh my God. No, is this actually happening?
Is this really happening?
Uh-oh.
That must smell great.
Slipper.
They've been dancing all night.
Right?
I've been touched by magic.
Oh my God. I can't believe I dropped my shift.
She came back for it.
Here's my number. Call me tomorrow.
Nice. Nailed it. She's real.
She's never coming back.
Yeah, we'll never see her again.
I can't believe Carlton went to sleep. Why couldn't he help us clean up?
Yeah, what a...
Ash, if you found out that the only person in the world that would go out with you was mentally deranged, you'd go to bed early, too.
Sometimes that's the only choice we have, okay? Jesus.
Crazy in the eyes, man.
Trick or treat! Well, how come you guys came so late? We were watching Matlock.
Well, I got something better than candy.
Got it.
A scary story.
Yeah!
I would have been like, nope, I'm out.
It was a cold, dreary, wintry night. October 31st was the date. There was a couple of little kids dressed.
These kids are just good walking into a stranger's house. I guess it's Bel-Air, but like still.
Now, normally Bel-Air was safe and sound, but this year things were ill.
This could have been one episode.
Yeah, right?
There was a rude awakening in this Bel-Air town. No more tranquility or peace. But this monster was called the Bel-Air Beast.
Oh?
This monster was dreadfully ugly, and he bothers you when you're all alone.
Is it Carlton?
It's gotta be Carlton.
This monster's called the Bel-Air Beast. And oh my goodness, there he is!
He looks so docile, though. He looks harmless.
He's so sweet in his bathrobe and his pajamas.
Wow.
All right.
What a cool, really long episode.
So that one was better.
Yeah.
Because it had less flashback, and we played along with the, like, they started flashing back, but to new stuff where they're, like, telling lies and things like that.
Yeah.
I feel like you said, this could have been one episode. It really was only split into 2 episodes because we had all the flashbacks in the first episode.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed to me that they had material they couldn't figure out how to cut down into 22 minutes or something like that. But, like, if you take out the end bit with the kids there, that's one thing. You make the opening, you use the shorter opening. That's
another thing.
Yeah, like you don't have all the flashbacks. I feel like you could have fit into 22, 24 minutes.
Yeah,
I don't know.
For sure.
But anyway,
sure.
That aside, there were some fun moments for sure.
Yeah, this one was fun. This one felt easier to watch because we're dead silent and like not necessarily as into the episode because we've seen these other episodes very, very recently.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's like it's rehashing the same jokes that we've already seen and already laughed to, and it's hard to laugh to the same joke that you've seen like
very
within
recently.
A day of each other, especially since you've been sitting there watching it editing too.
Yeah, exactly.
So this one having some new material and newer things to laugh at was definitely more refreshing, but it did feel like it dragged on just a little bit, especially that bit with the kids at the end.
Yeah.
You know, we could have ended with like him looking at the camera and like, and then my voice is still shot, so I can't do it. But
it was worth it for that.
It was worth it for the bit. But you know, it could have easily ended, hit the freeze frame on that, and then we would have moved on.
Yeah. I mean, they don't even have anything going during the credits either.
No.
So you could have fit it everywhere in there. It would have made it. It would have been fine. There had to be some kind of technical reason. I have to imagine that on some level it's just because the show was new, you know?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And I have this theory that maybe it didn't get quite the same audience for the first like 3-4 episodes.
Yeah.
As maybe it picked up on an episode like 5 or 6 or something like that. And then everybody's like, oh my God, the show Fresh Prince is amazing. And so they got like a big boost in audience in like 6 or 7. And then the producers were like, okay, cool, we got to do a rehash episode.
That or, you know, down the line, they were, because I don't know how far ahead they shoot, right?
Right.
It could have been that they ran into a snafu down the line and they're like, oh shit, we got to like make up for lost time here somehow. Could have been anything. No use in conjecture with that. Just on the merits of its own episode, it was like, it's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, we are also watching this, you know, we're watching this in a way that it wasn't necessarily intended when it first came out. This was a weekly thing. We're watching 3 episodes at a time.
Yeah.
You know, this wasn't a luxury that you had back then, unless you know, videotaped it. There wasn't even TiVo at the time. It was literally like you just had to VHS record that shit and then come back to it later. So, you know, it's a little different when you're watching things in a different way.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
It's like, think of it like a video game being ported from an older, you know, console. It's like the buttons don't quite.
It doesn't quite mesh up.
Yeah,
no, I agree.
Yeah,
we're not watching it as the creators intended.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the problem.
There's something about Carlton and the way, I forgot his name, Alfonso or something. The actor's name. Yes. He's so fantastic in his delivery because it's this very heightened air of superiority, but it's like it's not done in such a way that's off-putting.
Yeah.
It's so masterful that I want to understand it because it just kind of puts you at ease even though he's being pompous. Like, how is that possible?
Right. He's never threatening.
Yeah.
He's always harmless.
Yeah.
It's not the level of pompous where it's like, God, I want to just punch this guy in the face. It's the level of pompous that's like, you're so sweet.
Yeah.
And you have no understanding of the things you don't know. And I can't get mad at you.
You know what it might be? It might be that he has a very disarming look.
Yeah.
Because his face looks so innocent and he's not very big. And so it's like, okay, a really good friend of mine, I'm I'm trying to figure out a way to phrase this in a way that doesn't sound horrible.
About to roast your friend.
I'm going to describe him the way my best friend describes him.
Okay.
He's kind of funny looking, right? And he's not very tall.
He kind of funny looking.
But he gets, or at least he used to, he used to get like different women all the time.
Okay.
And it's simply because he's very disarming when you look at him. He doesn't look like a threat.
Right.
He's very smart, and he is convinced he was a lesbian in his former life. So this is a perfect trifecta. You know,
what an incredible skill set to have.
But like on camera, I'm ready, and I'm like, it's like I know you guys, and so I'm more happy and upbeat. But if you just catch me when I'm just like lost in thought, I look intense. You know, I look like I'm mad or not, maybe not as approachable.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that's one of the charms he has, is that he just looks approachable.
All the time.
All the time. I mean, obviously he's on camera, but like that's part of the character. Like you just want to hang out with him, even though it's, he's such a jerk, but he's funny though.
He's always got a confident smile on his face. And I think it's because like he as a character goes through life with like, everything's on a silver platter. I'm the greatest. I'm the smartest.
Yeah.
Like for whatever reason, his upbringing has led him to believe that he is all that.
Yeah.
And his confidence in that is unshakable, except for the moment at the end of the episode where they were driving to Palm Springs. And I think that's what's so poignant about that moment. And I think it's still my favorite moment in the show where like he was shaken for a minute. And so you see like kind of Carlton's confidence be shattered.
Yeah.
But that confidence is in himself, and it's never like really threatening. It's not like confidence at the expense of others. Even if he is riffing on Will and like acting like Will's beneath him.
Yeah.
It's just because he's like, I am the shit.
Yeah.
And you know what? No one will ever touch this. So it's fun that you're trying.
Yeah.
But it's never threatening. You're right. He's got that kind of approachable vibe to him at all times.
I miss Sam Goodies. I miss those stores that we used to have. Fight Club had come out like a year or two prior or something like that. And I'd seen it and I fell in love with it. And at Sam Goodies, they had these pins, like pins that you could buy that were like Fight Club references. And I meant to buy it. And I was like, this is probably dumb. I'm never going to use this. So I said, never mind. It's okay. I don't need it. No sooner than I did that, this next dude in line who was white and had money goes, I'll take it. I'm like, God damn it. I want to be able to just say I'll take it and buy something stupid I don't need that'll get lost in the closet at some point.
Right,
I want that kind of money. You could buy DVDs. Now you can't buy DVDs anymore.
Nope.
I looked it up just now, and turns out there's 25 episodes in the first season of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So this is actually perfect. We're doing 4 episodes in this video, and it should even out again after this. So
nice.
Then we'll go back to 3 videos, assuming there's no more flashback episodes.
Right? We got another 2 for flashback episode coming up.
Yeah. So this one's called Kiss My Butler. Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
That is rude.
I told them you were awake. Happy birthday, Jeffrey.
Oh, my God. Let me sleep in on my birthday.
May I get you anything?
It's so instinctual.
Not now.
You're always worried about pleasing us, but today it's Saturday, we're home, and we're waiting on you.
Mm-hmm. Let's see how that goes.
Get busy for me one time, skinny. Hey.
Happy birthday, my man G. Did you know the most?
All right. You know what? I said I wanted to bring the rapping back.
Yeah.
They brought it back. Thank God.
King of Britain.
Right to camera.
She killed that. That was great.
Did you see that look on Jeffrey's face? He just lit up.
I never thought I'd say this, but it feels really good to do something for somebody else for a change.
I'm sorry, you're the one doing all the charity stuff?
Ashley, honey, how'd you like to go into the kitchen and introduce Mr. Teabag and Mr. Teapot to Mr. Boiling Water?
Would you like to make the tea before I take away Mr. Allowance?
Don't talk down to me.
I know what I'm gonna get G for his birthday.
What?
Here, let me give you a hint.
We're talking. Okay.
What?
Little
Richard? A date. Little Richard.
No. I want to hook Jeffrey up with a woman, man, so he can get busy.
I think Jeffrey's busy enough, what with all his chores.
He's not working today, Carlton. It's his birthday.
It's Jeffrey's birthday, and he's just staying up in the bat cave listening to his radio. I mean, straight up, the man is depressed.
Oh, he's not depressed. He's British.
They're all depressed.
That's fair.
I don't see any harm in introducing him to a nice woman.
Oh, here she goes.
Here what goes?
Your poor Aunt Vivian seems to think she's a matchmaker.
Oh, poor Aunt Vivian.
When I was in college, I introduced 3 different couples, and they all got married.
And by your 5th reunion, they were all divorced.
Oh my gosh.
Dang.
Look, I just get them to the altar. After that, they're on their own.
That's a fact.
At least they made it to the 5th reunion.
Jeffrey deserves a woman interested in a serious, long-lasting relationship.
Oh, you're gonna set that up today?
Yeah, you're gonna find that?
The mall.
We're going back to the mall?
We just did that.
We just did this.
Is that wrapping a gift?
She's wrapping a gift.
I feel the pain here. I'm terrible at wrapping gifts.
I'm so good at wrapping gifts. I'm kind of a dick about it. My wife will wrap presents, and then I'm like,
let me redo it.
Let me give.
No, you can't ask him to wrap his own present.
You damn straight I will. I will ask.
2 hours at the mall, and I ain't getting no girls.
$10 says Jazz gets thrown out the door again.
Well, what did you expect? You went to the mall with Girl away there.
Jazz here happens to be the master when it comes to cracking on the girls. Yo, the boy is irresistible.
Sure, maybe during a blackout.
I'd love to get a hold of you during a blackout.
Whoa! Coming a little strong there, Jazz. Dang it.
Hillary looked scared because it might have been working.
I would have been scared too.
Well, in honor of Jeffrey's birthday,
Look how he walks.
an incredible feast.
Beef stroganoff,
Chest first.
gratin, and apple brown Betty.
Ooh.
Delicious. When will it be ready?
In 55 seconds, just tell us when to zap it.
They had the outfit and everything.
Yeah.
Could you put a hold on dinner, please? I'm trying to find Jeffrey a girl.
The words Mission Impossible come to mind.
Come on, Jeffrey's handsome.
Uh-huh, you know my friend Samantha?
Ashley? Maybe I should explain some of the finer points of the law to you.
I was gonna say that Samantha has this nice, sweet nanny who just came from England, and she says Helen has nothing to do and she just sits in her room at night knitting.
Ooh, I smell man.
Thanks, Aunt Viv.
Perfect. A lonely woman, new to our country. She probably won't even notice what a Melvin Jeffrey is.
He's a London 10.
Hey, Ashley, you go invite her. Go ahead. Hey, come on, the rest of y'all beat it.
No, there are some attractive people.
No,
I mean,
that's fair.
Jeffrey's not
That's
bad
fair.
looking, but London's like Los Angeles in many ways.
I'm not down with you being lonely on your birthday.
But I shall be far from lonely, Master William. I shall be spending the evening with the glorious music of Sir William Schwenk Gilbert and Sir Arthur Sullivan, not to mention David Frost.
I've got my day planned out.
I just thought you might prefer a woman. I'm not making too big an assumption here, am I?
No, he's just British.
But I think it's a bad idea for a butler to intertwine his private life with that of the family. Surely you gleaned that much from watching Mr. Belvedere.
Ashley knows. Man, she really wants
He's
to go.
shaking his head already.
No, yeah, he's like, I'm done. Nope, can't do it.
Ashley already invited
Crosses
her.
the line.
I told her that was a little pushy, but you know kids.
Yeah, just blame her. Blame Ashley.
You gotta entertain it now, dude.
Yep. You can't be impolite.
Exactly.
God forbid.
Show your countrywoman a good time.
How old do you think she is?
Gee,
Yeah, right?
don't do it for yourself. Do it for the king.
What if she's like 90?
For the king.
Well, I wouldn't want to disappoint King Elizabeth.
King Elizabeth. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it's a queen right now.
Helen is gonna be here any minute. Come on, baby, hook it up.
I'm hooking as fast as I can. Don't be such a wanker.
Oh!
What are you gonna wear?
Dusted off the dirty language.
Oh, no. I mean, come on, G. Hillary's taking you and Helen to the flyest club in LA, man. I mean, my buddy Jazz is the DJ there. He said the place is all of that.
All what?
All that. You heard me.
I don't think you understand, man. I mean, you got a kind of Ben Vereen thing going here, man.
I don't know the reference.
I don't get that reference either.
I mean,
Come on, I think he
man,
looks
you gotta
pretty
dress
dapper.
A lot funkier than that.
Funkier?
Nailed it.
I don't really see that much wrong with what he's got
No,
on.
it's a great outfit.
I mean, maybe the bow tie, lose that and open up the button.
Yeah, there you go. If you could take off the jacket, roll the sleeves up a little bit. If you're going out to a club, right?
When the music starts pumping and it's time to get on the dance floor, this is what you do.
The moves.
That'll get your attention.
Yep. What is this, an ostrich's mating dance?
Yo, he's having fun.
He is.
It'll get your attention on the floor.
Now you give it a try.
I mean, it'll put a smile on your face. You elicit that from a lady.
Happy to, Master William, but to the best of my knowledge, hell has not yet frozen over.
My God. Have you noticed Will's pants? They say just do, and they have the it and the Nike swoosh taped down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, black taped over.
This is from Ashley and me. Of course, I paid the lion's share.
Happy birthday, Jeffrey.
English leather.
Ooh.
English toffee. An
An English muffin.
That's Ashley's.
Nice.
Yo, it sounds like my present, G, but I'll leave the unwrapping to you.
Oh, Will, must you be so ribald?
Yo, happy birthday, G. Get ready to have your candles blown out.
Oh, no.
Jeffrey, I'd like you to meet Samantha's nanny, Helen Carter.
God damn.
All right.
All right.
Yes, I was equally frustrated as you guys when Jaby and Michael did not recognize 90s iconic supermodel Naomi Campbell. Like, what the hell?
Oh my God, right? Like, what the hell?
Helen, I'd like you to meet Jeffrey.
My God, she's so tall.
It's nice to meet you, Jeffrey. From the children's description, I thought you'd be much older.
Ditto.
Ditto.
She said her old nanny, her friend's old nanny.
Yep.
I'm Will. Welcome to our humble crib.
Oh, Ashley, this must be that houseboy you were telling me about.
That's homeboy, Helen.
Homeboy.
This is working out just beautifully. The two of you look so wonderful together.
How many lives do you have to ruin, Vivian?
Walk away, walk away. A jazz club, because jazz DJs.
The largest rhino ever to be taken with a burned arrow.
Jeffrey, this is fascinating. It's like going out with James Bond.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to go mingle. The A-list really turned out tonight.
Really?
Look, that's Tom Cruise's pool cleaner.
How do you know that?
She has nothing better to do.
Yo, Jay, what up, baby?
Yo, I think your cousin's really starting to warm up to you.
Oh, really? What gave you that impression?
Peep out that babe G is with. You mean Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman.
Go to hook G up with an old British nanny? Turns out to be her.
And they're hitting it off great. Let him have this, Will. Let him have it.
Homie, I'm in love. I mean, G ain't even want to go out with her in the first place.
It's been 3 hours.
He's young. Sometimes it takes 2 seconds.
How's your butler dance?
I mean, like he dresses, why?
Throw on some house music, won't be able to hang out on the dance floor. You can pick up all
I can see how this is going to go already.
Yeah, right? He's going to bust out some great moves.
We got a brother in the house tonight. He's celebrating his birthday. He's my main man, Jeffrey. So I want everybody to clear the dance floor and let him and his lady get busy.
Care to cut a rug?
Come on, bust out some moves. Bust out some moves.
Let's go. It's like Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, she's eating it up. Oh my God, she's so tall.
That's awesome.
That's the forbidden dance.
Oh no, I must put a stop to this.
What are you doing, Will? What are you doing?
Oh my God.
That's what you deserve.
Gets walked out.
Mississippi Burning, right?
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Do you know what that movie is?
No.
This is Gene Hackman. I'll tell you later.
I'm trying to concentrate. Could you turn that down, please?
Oh, she's setting the mood.
She's signaling.
Saturday night. We always used to go out dancing Saturday nights.
Well, maybe we can do some in-house dancing.
Oh, the horizontal tango?
No, that's what my ex-girlfriend used to call it. Oh no, she said the horizontal polka.
The horizontal polka. I guess. He's got the same bandage on his head.
Oh, might as well share. Don't waste it.
Yeah, come on.
What are you doing home?
Yo, man, I sort of bounced home, man. Yo, they threw me out the club.
Why?
Well, it all started when your man Jeffrey started doing the lambada.
Jeffrey does the lambada?
That's the forbidden dance.
Glad we're all clear on that.
You guys missed the night of the year.
Oh.
Jeffrey is an amazing dancer. He was doing backflips.
We couldn't see that on camera. Will had to get kicked out before then.
Good night, everyone, and thanks for a lovely birthday.
Aww.
I shouldn't have busted your groove at the club, man. I guess what I want to say is it's all Jazz's fault, man.
Well, that wasn't where we were expecting it to go.
For you, a birthday's a time to paint the town red. But for me, it's a time of reflection, a time to review one's successes and regrets.
I'm caught halfway between these two philosophies.
Yeah.
You assumed I wouldn't know how to comport myself at a night spot. You assumed I was a poor dancer.
Aww.
I hope the events of tonight have proved to you that I am, as the saying goes, a fairly fly individual.
Helen sure thinks so.
Ah, Helen. She's certainly a hot little number.
Damn, Jeffrey.
She's looking for someone a little slower, a little less sophisticated.
Yeah.
Could be slower. I'm sure I could be less
And I lack
sophisticated.
sophistication.
Yeah, it's baked into me.
Here's a phone number. She's
Oh,
expecting your
no.
call.
Oh, no.
Oh, God, here we go
It isn't
again.
What's
important
happening?
that I got the date with Helen.
Speaking of fourth wall breaking.
Yep.
The important thing is I learned to appreciate Jeffrey as a human being.
Nah, I'm playing.
Jeffrey and I have a deeper relationship.
Yeah, right. Jeffrey just getting thrown to the couch.
Jeffrey's crazy.
Oh my
I'm giving
God.
that up.
Jeffrey will eventually find a woman he deserves. Or that deserves him.
He deserves her. She's beautiful.
You're right.
She's classy. She's
right.
She seems educated. It might just be the accent.
It might be the accent.
Because that accent will fool you. I've met some interesting characters, to say the least. They have an accent. You think they're smart, and it's like, oh no, that's just an accent.
Covers up a lot.
It does cover up a lot. I'm convinced that accents are why a lot of Americans think British actors are better actors. It's just the accent. They're not actually better. We've got Juilliard over here. There's like plenty of good acting schools over here.
It's true.
There's plenty of places for people to study here and become fine actors.
But he's British.
Yeah.
But he's got the British sensibility.
You're right. She's tall. She's gorgeous.
My God, she was so tall.
Yeah.
And then they put heels on her. And then they put her next to Jeffrey, who is not the tallest human being.
You know what? I was just watching a YouTube short about Zendaya and Tom Holland.
Yeah.
And she's taller than him by like 2 inches.
Yes, she is.
And she wears heels.
And
I'm
she
like,
wears heels.
I love it. I love that. I love that they embrace it. They're getting married. I love it.
It's great for them.
I don't care how tall a girl is. I wear the heels. Like, if you're towering over me, I'll still embrace it.
I'll stand up on my tiptoes.
I'll hold your hand like this. I don't give a shit. I don't care if I lose feeling.
Oh my God.
In my arm.
I'll do it. But she was stunning.
Yeah.
I think Jeffrey deserves the world. But you know what? He's clearly a man who is very, what's the word I'm looking for? Self-assured in who he is and his solitude.
Let me ask you a question. Do you really think Jeffrey in real life, do you think Jeffrey would give her up?
I think so. I think the kind of person Jeffrey is, his dedication to like the job and like the code of being a butler and things like that, I think he'd have the politeness to go out on the date, realize, and the wisdom to realize that they weren't necessarily gelling, and the ability to be like, all right, cool. Well, I went out on that date. That's okay. That's not for me. I'm going to go watch this legendary musical.
You know what? I got one word for you. Figure it out. Just figure it out. You will find a way. Come on.
I guess it's an examination of what your priorities are in a relationship, right? Do you want that stunning person, and then you're willing to do what you need to make that relationship work with the stunning person, or do you find someone who is stunning, or maybe not quite as stunning, but who gels with you in a personality way?
Obviously, at the end of the day, the latter is way more important.
Right.
That's way more important. Figure it out.
Figure it out.
No, in real life, the personality trumps everything.
I get
it's
you,
like
I get you.
if you can, especially if you can make me laugh, if we can laugh together, that trumps everything. Then I'll figure it out that way.
Right,
You know?
right.
We'll get in shape together. You know. Or,
I figure, you know what? Jeffrey, she was stunning, and he got to have an amazing evening with a stunning woman.
Yeah.
And then he was like, all right, great. I got what I needed from this. Moving on. And like, clearly Will is more desperate for her than Jeffrey is, because he wasn't actually like actively out looking for it.
See, here's the difference though. Will is clearly on a series. He's young. He's on a series of more women. Whereas Jeffrey's older. He's like, I'm ready to settle down if I meet someone new. So he would settle down with her. And I don't know where her head's at. Obviously, she's not coming back. But like, if she was interested in a long-term relationship, there's a reason why women typically will date older men. Women mature faster than men.
And they've gotten past the sowing wild oats thing.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah.
Exactly. And Jeffrey's clearly well past sowing his wild oats. So, it works out.
I don't know if that man could sow wild oats. He's so ordered and structured.
You'd be surprised. I was kind of mad at Will. That was shitty.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like, dude, you set him up. You can't just yank her back just because you
Just
feel
because
like
she's
that.
pretty. Yeah, you suddenly are like, you're expecting this old maid to come walking in, and then you get this stunning model Amazonian woman. You can't just be like, oh, you know what? Takesies backsies.
Yeah. I've seen this kind of thing explored in Sister Sister. What a reference, man. Have you seen that?
No, I have not.
Tia and Tamara? Is that their names?
Yes.
You know, how do you know that?
I know them.
Okay.
Yeah, the reference to them, and like they were switches and whatever. Yes, I'm familiar with them, but I'm not familiar with the movie.
So there was something in one episode where it's not a movie, it's a show.
Or a show.
Yeah. But there was something in an episode where one of the sisters was trying to groom a guy for her sister. Like Tia was grooming a guy for Tamara or something like that. And she spent so much time with him that she
ended up falling in love with him.
She was falling in love with him, but she was still like, no, but like that's, and she allowed him to go with her sister. But it wasn't quite gelling. And Tamara could see that, and she's like, no, you should be dating him.
Right.
Like, and that's how it all worked out. But like, she wasn't getting in the way like Will did. That was such a punk move. That was like, no, man, I'd be mad for a week at least.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. Like he deserves a little bit of comeuppance. Like we got the sorry, but he still got out with the girl and got her number. It'd be nice to see Will get a little bit more comeuppance for, cramping Jeffrey's style and swooping in.
So Mississippi Burning, I'm trying to figure out how to talk about this in a way that won't get the video demonetized.
Okay.
So it was a film starring Gene Hackman, and it deals with the Deep South and the Triple K.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Heard.
It's intense. And so
the South, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If we watched it, it would be a fresh watch for me because I don't remember it at all.
Hence the reference as he's getting dragged out.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah. And Hillary, Michael and I watched a film that's coming out in a few weeks that has her in it. I've kept meaning to give her credit, and maybe I talked about it then, I can't remember, but she's really good. Like, it's just interesting to see her in that film versus this.
Right.
And it's like two completely different people. She's so good at being like the airheaded valley kind of girl, and then totally not that somewhere else, and it kind of just shocks me because I'm like, no.
Hang on a second. Yeah, you get so used to a person playing a specific character that you're like, that's who you are.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's got to be who you are. And then when they exit from that, it's kind of throws you for a loop. It's like watching Pedro Pascal interviews because a lot of the characters he's kind of known for, not so much recently, are like somber and really intense, like Joel from Last of Us, The Mandalorian, even his character in Narcos. It's like really intense.
Right.
And then he's just like this really bubbly, fun guy.
Yes.
That like brings a lot of like energy and life to every interview. And you're like, where is this hiding?
Yeah.
Why do you exclusively get cast as these like really intense characters?
Well, just watch The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
I have seen that.
Yeah.
And like, again, like now that he's kind of on a massive climb or like, really hitting his stride, they're allowing him to play kind of bigger, bolder characters or like a little bit more that vibe.
Yeah.
And so him in The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent is such a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
But again, it's like watching him in that, you're like, this isn't the same person. This can't be the same person.
I think that sometimes also for some actors, it's just like boring to play something that's close to them. Unlike Will Smith, like who excels at playing himself.
Yeah.
Jaleel White played Steve Urkel for many years. And I was watching behind the scenes of it, like I went on a binge of Family Matters stuff. And he was very reluctant to play Stefan Urkel, the alter ego.
Right, because he's
like,
too close to him.
He's too close to him. He's like, this is boring. Why would anyone be interested in this? And he comes out on set as Stefan Urkel, and the audience lost it. And he was like, what is going on? This is just me. He was so confused.
Right.
And it blew my mind because I'm like, no, but his voice is two completely different people. The voice, the affectation. I'm just used to him as Steve Urkel. And so, anyway, Yeah, I like her a lot. She's fun. Like I watch her every time I see her like be this like bubbly airheaded like kind of bimbo. I'm like, wow, like you're actually way smarter than this. It's wild because I buy you. It's probably from just watching her as a kid.
Right.
I completely buy her as that person. To the point that if I saw her in the wild, I'd expect her to be that.
To sound like that and to be like that.
Yeah.
Well, it takes a smart person to be able to play someone dumb. Just the same way it takes a good person to be able to play like a good villain.
Right.
Because you have, if you're actually a bad person, you don't understand or empathize with the like depth of a bad character. And if you're a dumb person, you don't understand why this person's funny. You don't understand like where they're coming from and where their kind of ignorance lies.
Right.
So you have to have the smarts to understand how to make fun of that person.
Right. Unless your name is Ashton Kutcher. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, I heard he's a jerk.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
If anyone's even still watching at this
right.
point. Y'all, thanks so much for hanging out. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
Michael Bose.
Peace out.